Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. My bad. Let's see. Modify. Go. I still don't have everything set up apparently. I thought I did, but I don't. There we go. Now we're properly live. So people are playing that Mario Tennis game and they're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey.
This is just a tennis game. And it seems like pretty much the same as all the other ones we played. With a couple new gimmicks. But all the animations and everything is the same. Like, Yep, that'll be $70. Hey, Private Time Cat. That's all I point out now. I reply to people's comments and talk about that stuff constantly now. Like, yep, you go ahead and smaller budget has about the same or a smaller budget than Expedition 33. But compare the games, compare the reviews, compare the general sentiment of the public playing the game, and then explain to me why one of them is $70. Hey, Melina. Alright, so what are we gonna do next? We're gonna do another mission. We can do Yell's partner. Wait. No, yeah, we can do that. Can't do that. We can't do that. So we can do in custodian duty. I guess we'll do custodian duty then. It's like the lowest level one we got, I think. Alright, custodian duty it is. Hey, Soren, how's it going? You know, I do want to re-look at that Castlevania trailer, by the way. I think the most exciting thing about that whole thing though was the Foghorn Leghorn video game. That was hilarious. But let's see, hold on, let's see what's going on here. All the games they've advertised. We'll watch one trailer and then we'll get back to the game, because I actually do want to watch the Castlevania one again. Let's see. I am going to get those collections sooner or later, the older ones. So apparently the last two trailers were for Apex Legends and God of War Sparta. Or was it, and this thing kept going for a while, huh? Videos. Is it sorted by latest? Yeah. Had Kingdom Come Deliverance in there too. Rayman. I feel like there's games missing in here. I don't think this is the order of their. Oh wait, maybe wait. 5 hours ago. 3 hours. No. Okay, hold on. We got to go back to yesterday. Here we go. So the last thing was God of War. Before that was an X-Men fighting game. Why? What? just release Marvel versus Capcom. No one wants to play a fucking Marvel only. They want Marvel versus Capcom. Ew, is that the box art for Legacy of Kain Ascendance? What the fuck is that? It's like a Gargoyles character, and then who the fuck is that supposed to be on the right? Got a Gargoyles character over here, and then somebody over here. I don't know what the fuck any of that is. That doesn't look like anything like a Legacy of Kain series art style. The trailer didn't look that bad. I guess it's just the box art. Fuck Marathon. Oh, here's the Castlevania one. Man, yeah, he is so skinny. I really don't like the character's design. The main character's design. He's just this anorexic looking little dude. Hey, Daily Shaver, how's it going? I mean, you got the 40th anniversary here, and then you got a Belmont with them thick boys. Look, you got a thick boy, and then there's like an air. Because I remember that I gotta get that out of my system, okay? Because I spent the whole trailer. I don't even remember. I was like, did the trailer take place like outside of the castle at all, or anything like? Or I don't even remember anything other than just being like, ugh, I really don't like the character design for a Belmont. Like, he's supposed to be a Belmont, not a Bitchmont. By the grace of God, the King of France. Like, he's got this big old long ponytail. Like, does he whip people with the ponytail? Is that his whip? I do. So it did take place. I thought so. I couldn't remember. I felt like I was like, did the Castlevania game have like part of the level design outside of the castle? Because that is a thing that used to be in Castlevania games but isn't anymore. That, and see, that doesn't feel very Castlevania-y. That feels more like just Metroidvania-y, what he just did there. Because that's one thing I couldn't remember. I didn't like look at the movement, and I was too busy. I was really distracted by the other thing. I also, I think the backgrounds are too cartoony. I don't like the comic book aesthetic of the backgrounds. I want it to be more gothic and spooky looking. This looks more like a manga or something like that, right? So far I'm not a fan of the art. So I guess you can tether to these random things up here. I don't know. This is, what studio made this? It feels very much like a generic Metroidvania game, which means it's probably a good game, by the way. That's what I thought. I'm trying to look at these candles. They look like they're static, like they don't change at all, even though it's a modern game. I'd want them to kind of like change ever so slightly. Oh wait, there we go. It expanded its light bubble. That's good. It only needs to change slightly. Yeah, there it goes. It was pulsing. I'm not, and you can tell it's auto. It auto locks onto that location because it glows based on which one you're closest to. So it looks like also the enemy's attacks glow before they're released. So it's going to be like a modern, yeah. This isn't as bad. I don't know. I like how the enemies the enemies actually react to being hit. That's good. Good sign. They have like, the thing is they have, I'm not a fan of the art. Like I like the choices of the stuff. Like they have the spooky backgrounds. They have corpses hung from trees. They had piles of bodies in that other scene. It's just, I don't know, it has like this, imagine like you're watching the Powerpuff Girls and you're watching that art style, but it has like bodies hung from trees and stuff like that, right? It's like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. I wish this was a little bit more something and a little less something. Like this one isn't as bad. Maybe it's the lighting. The big issue is the colors they choose for the lights outside. Like this big bold red nothing. I think the city's supposed to be burning back there. Yeah, okay. I mean, let's put it in perspective here. Like, let's see, Rondo of Blood. First level. Because I believe the maybe if I put stage 1, Rondo of Blood stage. There we go. Stage 1 music. It seems like they're going for that kind of thing. Like the first level has like a firing, burning town in the background with the pulsing lights and whatnot. Even though this is pixel arty, I don't know. It just feels more like it's burning because of the weird pulsing of the thing. The color seems different in that way. Like you see the fire back there. You see the ashes rising and whatnot. Not the ashes, but the embers. And then there's like the Sega version of that. Sega, which had even crazier fire. Feels like that's what they're going, like look at the Sega version of it. It feels more like the Sega version where it's like, it just looks like normal buildings, but they made them red and they put some red shit behind them a bit. Put some stuff in the foreground and the background. Yeah, it reminds me more of the Sega, the crappy Sega version of the game. Or was it the Sega? Was it Sega or was it Super Nintendo? I think it was Super Nintendo, actually. It was shit, whatever it was. That's definitely the worst way to play Rondo of Blood. It wasn't even the same game. Alright, let's get back to the... Wait, where is it? Where's, do I have the wrong... Can't find the... What's going on? The trailer. Where was I watching the trailer at? That's weird. Where was it? Where the fuck was I watching the trailer at? I wanted to finish this trailer. Maybe I closed it? Why would I have closed it? Ah, here it is. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Yeah, and I don't like this, so art-wise, I don't like it. I don't like the character design. I don't mind like the general aesthetics of the way they choose the setting, like these hanging bodies and stuff like that, and the way they do the candles and things. But I don't like the way they do a lot of other stuff, like the colors, and then the fucking buildings, like they're cartoony. Like it's like, oh look, the building is shaped like this, like it's a fucking 1990s cartoon with a funny shaped building. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that in my Castlevania game. I like this a lot more. This is a lot better here. War never changes. Yeah, I like this. This is a lot cooler, this area, than all the other stuff so far. See what I mean? Like there's lots of bodies and bones, and you got like over here, you got like some kind of rib cage of a giant monster, an arm and something. Like they got so much stuff good, but then it's something about, like, that's a girl, by the way. I think that's supposed to be a guy, but I mean, look at this thing. His arms are thinner than, like, I've dated women with thicker arms than that, and they weren't fat. So, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Like, the ponytail girl here is supposedly the Belmont. Is this another thing you can grapple to? Is the whole game grapple based? Yeah, if you okay. Just let me tell you, all video game developers who are making Metroidvania games, if you're going to show a map of your game in the trailer, the first time you show the map, you need to show the entire map of the game, okay? Like, this is how it needs to be. Show you something, because this is what happens. The people when people play the fucking games, they don't remember the map when it first started, okay? Like, this is the map, like, this is you being 5 minutes into the game. This is what the map should look like when you're 5 minutes into the game. And when people play these types of games, all right, when people play these types of games, they have a vivid memory of, like, these big sprawling maps. Like, they play Metroid, they don't remember when they think of the Metroid map, they don't remember like this little fucking section. They remember by the end of the game there was this big sprawling map. So when you in the trailer, when you put this tiny ass little bit of a map here, it just makes it look like your game is super tiny. Like, this game could be massive. This could be the biggest Metroidvania game ever fucking made, but it looks like a tiny little $5, like, you're gonna beat it in 5 minutes game. Like, let me give you an example here. This is the map for Hollow Knight, like a 50-hour freaking Metroidvania game, okay? If like, this is how you start out your map, all right? Like, hold on, let me hold on, let me make it better, because I can only like zoom out real fast on this. Let me show you how you do your map. Unless you have a tiny ass map. If you have a tiny ass map and that's all you can show, then don't even show the map. Don't even show the map, because it's embarrassing. It's like you're bragging about your super tiny penis. Like, what are you doing? This is what you do, okay? All right, let's see. All right, now let's zoom in real quick. This is how you show off your map, all right? You see something like this is this is actually bigger. This is bigger than the map we're looking at in that trailer, right? This is more. You start out like this, and then you spend 1 second doing this. You zoom out. You go from really close to where it looks like it's a small game, and then in 1 second you do a smooth zoom till you can see the whole map. being completely full screened, and people are like, wow, that's a big ass freaking Metroidvania game. There's a lot to do in there. That's a good value for my dollar, right? You don't do this. You don't do this. This is nothing. This makes it look like your game's cheap, which is, like I'm saying, that's bad, because this is not the whole map. You can tell there's going to be a little bit more, but it's like it makes it look cheap as hell. Like, don't do that. That's bad. We saw multiple Metroidvania games the other day doing this, starting out with this little tiny ass. They're like, hey, look, here's our game map. And the other one we looked up was Mio. The trailer for Mio showed like a tiny little map. And so to out of curiosity, I was like, well, let me see if I can look up the map of the game and see how big the game actually is. And the map was like 10 times bigger than the map that they showed. I'm like, why would you show this tiny little thing when you could have shown someone 10 times that? And see, and they had the nerve to zoom too. It's like a zoom. They did a zoom on it, bro. They're like, look how big our map is. Let's zoom in on one section. Like, what are you doing that you messed up? Yeah, I think this is going to be a generic. I was too hard on the game yesterday because the character design was atrocious for a Belmont, unless that is a female, but I thought they said it was a male. But like, look, more of these hooks, these automatic grapple points that are just glowing as you walk by them in with this. Now, the thing is that even a generic Metroidvania tends to be fun. They're just fun games. Did he grapple the opponent? That's much better than just random grapple points throughout the entire game. Because, like, you see, there was another grapple spot right there, just conveniently placed for the player. Yeah, it looks like he grappled his the enemy. I like that a lot better. This reminds me of screenshots of that one game that had a Castlevania crossover. What was it called? Castlevania crossover. And then put roguelike. It was a roguelike game. Dead Cells. This reminds me of Dead Cells. I've never even played Dead Cells, just the gameplay reminds me. Like, it's like I'm watching Dead Cells. See what I mean? Like, it has this very neon looking color to it and everything, and the combat is much more. I mean, the Dead Cells character looks way fucking cooler, but it still reminds me of it aesthetically. That was very loud. Welcome, Zern. Thank you for following. But it is like it has this like what I would consider to be an inappropriate color scheme for a Castlevania game. Like, this isn't as bad. But that's what this game reminds me of. I mean, look, we were just literally looking at that exact color. See what I mean? We were looking at that exact color and that exact color. All these neons. I don't want neon. Like, Castlevania is not a neon game. I'm sorry. Like, if you're putting neon colors in your Castlevania, you're fucking up the aesthetics. And it's weird though, because like everything else is so cool. Like the assets, like this skull pillar. It's a pillar made of human skulls. Like, that's fucking awesome. Why is there fucking a neon rave party going on in the background though? Like, yeah, every single map is pastel or neon lighting. Just about. Is he aiming that, or is it just automatic? I have a feeling that that is automatic. Be cooler if you could aim it. That way it was like skill based. See, like, you see what I mean? Like, once again, I don't even remember this. Remember how I was saying like generic Metroidvania? This is every single generic Metroidvania, and let me say, remember, a generic Metroidvania game tends to still be a good game. So I'm not saying this is going to be a bad game. It just doesn't feel like a Castlevania game. This feels like a generic Metroidvania game. But every single like generic Metroidvania game, from the best ones ever made to the bad ones ever made in the past 10 years, what do they all have in them? The saw blade section. Of course it has the saw blade section where you have to use your fucking grapple to jump through all the saw blades. If anything, you shouldn't be using your grapple to jump through all the soul blades. You should be using some other kind of ability you get. So the yellow grapple spots are swing spots, whereas the pink grapple spots are like hey, looks like it has the blue magic door. I could be wrong though. It could just be the door outside to another level. See what I mean? Like, in the neon bright green, like every like, I like that. Like, look at how they do the assets. You got the cool art, the fucking skulls and the thing, the crazy cool art up here, and the fucking the water reflecting the what's happening down here. All this shit looks cool. And then they're like, yo, let's put some futuristic neon colors in it, bro. Why? Let's make it so that the main character looks like he's a 13-year-old boy. Cool, dude. Look at this. Look at how fucking thin he is. Like, is he starving to death when he comes to save the day? Once again, everything here, this is so fucking cool. Like the moon back here with the fucking all the stuff going on and the clouds coming across it, and the big cathedral over here. And I mean, I don't like the fucking slanted roofs. That's just retarded. And you know, and the fire and stuff, but yet the colors of all the lights and the colors are just wrong. And like, why is this banner darker here when it's closer to the fire? The further away part is brighter than like, dude, this could, the moon should be blood red, the fire should look like fire, and the town's roofs should be flat, not like fucking cartoony. We got the Medusa. You got the death. Once again, look how fucking cool like all the assets are, except for him. He's the only bad asset. All the other assets are fucking really good, except for the light, the colors and the lighting. The main character asset is trash. The colors and the lighting are trash, and everything else looks cool as hell. This is a generic Metroidvania mechanic where everywhere you go in the whole fucking map, there's little grapple spots just floating in the middle of nowhere. Like, even when it's red, it's like neon, pinkish red. For a Castlevania game. Let me try something here. All right. Adjustments. Yeah, all the colors are like neon-y. All right, so curves. Let's see what happens here. There we go. I basically took away the neon. And it would look better than this. This is me using a paint program to yeah, there we go. So I took away the neon. All right, so let me show you something here. Let me show you what I mean. There's this neon pink red background. It's like, wow, cool. Look at this fucking castle. Look at the good job of the town and the castle and the moon. And but why is it so neon? Let me show you what I mean. Look how much fucking better it instantly looks. Is that not much better looking? All I did was fuck around with the hues and saturation and shit to make it look more like a red instead of a neonish pinkish red. And suddenly, like, the burning buildings in the background look fucking cool, and the big scary castle and everything. It's not even close. Like, this looks 10 times better than this. And the funny thing is that this only looks as bad. This would look even better if it was they use these colors by default. This is me going into the effects and fucking with the colors. All right, this is me fucking with the colors, which ends up making it kind of weird. You lose some of the detail and the stuff when you do that. Crazy how a little change makes a huge difference. Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, this, I'm not saying this is a bad game. This might be a very, very good game, but the aesthetics of it for a Castlevania game just feel completely wrong. See, maybe this is a girl. I don't know. Maybe it's a girl Belmont. This is a very effeminate looking body. But you can do that with pretty much any of these. I think, let me take one of the ones, like this one that was really cool, this whole area here. Where you have like all these neon. Let's see if I can so this one will be a lot harder to do it with, but let's try to take this image and do the same thing, right? Hold on, let me get the screen capture here. All right, this is good enough. So this is like the before. Like, look at the cool like reflection in the water. Actually, I don't think you can see that necessarily. Let's zoom out a little bit. See the cool reflection in the water and all this other stuff. And I'm just gonna play. I don't like, this is not. So that removes the neon. That's what I did to remove the neon, I believe, effect to make it a little bit more natural looking colors. Then I gotta up the saturation a bit and change the hue to something more appropriate. I don't know, like it depends, like, because this could be a poisonous area, right? It's still too, I don't, you know, it's still too bright if you ask me. Like, you don't want the whole game to be red. Red is the best color here, though, when you're going for all these things. Like, when it goes into this red, it is... Don't pay attention, of course, to characters here. I'm trying to, like, do the background. You know, I don't want the whole game to be red, but once again, for this image, red is, like, the best. Because now it looks like there's some sort of like, this actually looks like fire here instead of some whatever the hell neon shit it look like. It looks like all the skulls have like, some of the skulls have like red glowing eyes, and on top of that, the fountain, I mean the water here looks more like it's red, blood red, like, so they're fighting in like a next to a pool of blood or something like that that's glowing. I mean, that's reflecting waters, that and stuff like that. And this is like I said, this is very basic. Like playing around with these the saturations and the hues and the stuff like that. Because it like, it's hard to, like, you can mess up the image super easily when you fiddle around with things like that, but you get the idea. But I'm not saying, I'm not saying there shouldn't be any areas that are like that. The problem is the whole game is like that. Like, every area, like, this is just incorrect. This should be a blood red moon, but these here should be kind of close to what they currently are, just more fiery looking than they already are. Fix the weird curved building roofs that, like, old cartoons from the like old poorly animated cartoons from the 90s and early 2000s. Or I should say early 2000s, yeah. You could also do, I feel like the blood moon in this situation would be better, because then but it needs to be like a bright blood, not like a dark blood, more closer to like that neon red they were doing, but like a bright blood, because like it's almost like the you know, the fire is changing the moon. And I mean, you got like this stuff here. There should be some blood around the place too. But yeah, I think this game has a lot of potential to be a pretty good game. I got a bad feeling about it though. I don't think this is gonna be a good Castlevania game. It feels too... There's too much like of this like pastel neon bullshit that modern Western games use in their colors. Like, if you look at like a modern Western game, you'll notice that they very often use like pastels and neons, and I'm not sure why. Let's see if I can find a. Go to Google. Let's see, Western, modern, corporate art. That might come up with what I'm looking for, but it might not. It might not be modern. It might be like quote modern. Yeah, see, this is not corporate art. And by Western, it's showing cowboys and shit like that. Let's just say American then. American. Ah, oh yeah. That shit showed up immediately. See what I'm talking about? This fucking corporate art that they do, where they have all these like these bright pastel fucking weird colors, and the bodies that don't look like that you would think that they should look when you're looking at them and whatnot. Like it does that kind of thing a lot. Like and they do that in the games. They do this in the games. They don't necessarily do the body dysmorphia looking weird things, but they do like they love the colors. They love these fucking colors. They do it constantly. They're constantly trying to use these kind of weird, bright, fucking weird, neon-y and pastel colors. Like I don't really, the problem is I don't really play modern games as much anymore. Well, Western modern. Let's see. Can I go to Steam? Yeah, Capcom's not a Western studio. Though they're becoming a little bit more Western. Is there a way to sort like big budget? All right, so the Marvel Rivals isn't exactly a Western game. The Helldivers, I don't even know. That's sort of an indie studio that sort of made that. I don't know anything about Reanimal. Overwatch, I know for sure is, and as soon as it wow, look, all of a sudden like it has like the neons and stuff. I don't know about Diablo. But suspicious. The Arc Raider stuff, I don't know about who made that. I know that's a Capcom game. Apex Legends, isn't that another Western game? And once again, you see like everything is neon-y, High on Life. I wouldn't say, I know High on Life is a Western game, but I wouldn't say that this is the same sort of thing. This is just, I would say this is a saturated, like this and this, I say, yeah, they're going for like the neon-y stuff. I would say this is just a high saturation cartoony characters game. Like, I'm not. What is where can I'm trying to find, like, I'm like scrolling down here. Most of these are just Eastern games because I'm going by best-selling games. And so a lot of these games are old or big boy stuff, like, and things that don't count, like Black Myth Wukong. The Call of Duty stuff, I wouldn't count that. That always looks the same. Dino Crisis is selling well on Steam right now. What the hell? How does that algorithm work? Yeah, I don't remember. The problem is I put those types of games out of my memory. As soon as I start seeing all those that stuff, I'm just like, I'm not interested in playing that game. What is it called? Maybe AI will help me out. So I'm gonna go to AI and I'm gonna say, can you give me a list of big budget AAA games that came out in the past 2 years? What am I trying to? I don't want to ask for pastel stuff. I just want to. That were made by Western Studio. Just replaced your S2 sticks with Hall effects and they work like, oh wow, I bet you that took a lot of effort. So Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let's pull that up. Highguard. Yeah, see, Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't have that aesthetic. It is bright, but it's like, it doesn't have that aesthetic I'm talking about, right? Like, it's not completely like it. So this is not a good example of that, obviously. This is one of the games that's not doing that. So it's not all. It's not all, for sure. Highguard is a newer game. Let's take a look at Highguard. How's it going, Zern? Highguard. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't doing it either, really. I mean, this is bright and colorful, but bright and colorful isn't the same thing as what I'm talking about, right? I mean, this area has it a little bit, but this is more just kind of bright and colorful. One genre of games that always have it are dating games. When they start showing off modern Western dating sims and what do they call them? That genre of games, the visual novels 2024. Let's just put that in there. But yeah, these are all Japanese. Like let me say American visual novels. These are still all Japanese. I mean, you guys have seen them in those trailers where it's like, whoa. Here we go. It's like this. This is what an American visual novel looks like. Right? Like this. This is the most extreme example, right? This is an extraordinarily extreme example of the color scheme I'm talking about. That's why I tried to say, like, I'm trying to think. I can't remember any specifics, but I know the visual novels are really heavy on that. South of Midnight, Avowed. Expedition 33 is not a big, but I asked for big budget. Expedition 33 had a budget of like 10 million or less, it said. South of Midnight, let's see. No, it has like a Western art style, but it doesn't have the color I'm talking about. And this looks like an indie game too. I said big budget. It keeps giving this. It keeps giving me Avowed. Wasn't that a big deal? That was Obsidian. All right, let's see Avowed. I can't remember what that one looked like. Oh, immediately. Oh yeah, yeah. Look, even the fucking box art. Even the box art, like the pastel skeleton. Look at the pastel skeleton. Come on, man. What the fuck are you doing? Like, you got your pastel skeleton. Oh, yeah. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Why is it like this? This... What in the fuck? Look at the, like, the pastel sun is lighting up the pastel characters. What are you doing? What the fuck is this art? Like, why? This is, when I see this, it screams corporate, Western corporate slave art. That's what it feels like to me. Like, as soon as I start seeing all these weird fucking pastels. All right, let's see. What's the next thing it said? It said like Claire Expedition. No, that's not a AAA. Avowed was a perfect fucking example for sure. Black Myth Wukong, isn't that older than that? I thought that came out a little bit earlier than that. And Black Myth Wukong is for sure not that kind of. That's an Eastern game. This is giving me tons of bad examples. Legacy of Kain. Comment. You didn't see that yesterday? We watched that yesterday. I'm pretty sure, didn't we, Soren? Did we not watch that yesterday? Let's get the hell out of here. Ah, yeah, that was funny. I enjoyed that in that movie. Army of Darkness was a very good movie. Very funny. What is it I'm looking for? They kind of make graphics look plasticky. That's a good way of putting it. It makes everything look cheap and fake. I don't mind things looking fake, but it looks cheaply fake. You know what I mean? And it to me, it has this, like I said, it just oppressive corpo slave kind of fake happiness to it. Like it's like the way I would imagine art being in 1988. Or 1984. I don't know why I said 88. Like it would be the way I would imagine. I don't know if any of you have ever read the book 1984, but if I thought about like the way art would look like in 1984, I imagine this. Like, play your official government game with your fucking blah things. It says Dragon Age Inquisition. I think I remember that having like a it wasn't Inquisition though. Wasn't that an older one? Veilguard. All right. Oh my god. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Again, they're doing it. Like, look. Like, why does it have this bright fucking neon-y into pastel-y kind of fucking purplish color thing going on here? And even the box art. And then, like, once again, you go with the fucking everything here has that like washed out like fucking weird pastel-y kind of fucking color scheme going on to it. It makes everything look cheap and corpo. And like, let's compare. I played the first Dragon Age game, so let's like go Dragon Age. Yeah, there we go. Dragon Age. That's the one I played, I believe. No, I didn't play this one. though this does have a similar art to it. It's like, okay, so this is Inquisition, this is Veilguard, this is 2. Where's the first Dragon Age game? Dragon Age 1? There we go. With the fucking... everything's in the red because it's a big dragon and it shows a thing. I feel like they could have done a bit better with this, but that was still good. Yeah, I don't know. A millennial color palette, Zern says. Oh no, I might start saying that. That's kind of what it is. Millennial color palette. Let's type that into Google and see what it shows. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, did you like what? Zern, look. I typed in millennial color palette and look what showed up. What the fuck? Do they really love these colors? I don't think so, because why aren't they fucking buying all these games with these colors in them? I think you want them to love these colors. Holy shit. Like all these washed out looking pastel colors, washed out like they're like modern fucking the modern idea of integrity and honor, right? Like it's like just completely washed out, like their souls. Like, come on, man. But you know what we need? We need 70s. Like here we go. This is what we need, all right? You can have your pastels and stuff, right? Just give me back my wood grain electronics and I'll let you have your pastels. The CB radio with fucking wood grain electronics, or is that alarm? It looks like a CB radio. I don't see the. Oh yeah, I see. That's like a power cord or something. I miss wood grain electronics, man. Did someone wood grain their microwave? Real fake wood grain. Like, this was the majority of TVs I owned when growing up. This wood grain. Oh my god, someone wood grained their fucking it's painted though. That's pure paint. Look at that TV. That's not even. That's just a TV and a wooden fucking thing. That's a proper TV right there. I've seen some TVs like that back in the day. That's the rich people TV. Like, you can have your pastels. Just give me back my wood grain electronics, all right? We'll make a deal. Let's see. Like, all game systems should come in like wood grain. There should be a wood grain version. They should have their wood grain version. What's this guy? What's this sitting on? Game center? What is this? I notice, I can tell what that is, obviously. What is this thing it's sitting on, though? That was a fun aesthetic, and it actually is a good looking aesthetic too, because everybody likes wood. Smells good, it looks good. No, and I'm not saying you can't have, like, this game has, like, look at how bright this game is with the neons and stuff. It's appropriate for this game. Like, notice how I didn't, like, look up Cyberpunk 2077 and 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 Cyberpunk 2077 should have a bunch of neon colors in it. I don't know about the pastels and whatnot, but it definitely should have neons, because it's a futuristic looking type of thing. Everyone, like, it's the stereotypical thing, right? Like, in the future everyone has neon. It's just and they weren't wrong about that completely, because here's the thing. It's like, oh, in the future, all the cool tech has like these big glowing neon things on them, right? Well, let's see if they were wrong about that. It was like, let's look at like a modern, like, really powerful computer. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of neon lights every fucking where. The fucking RAM has LEDs. The fucking the water cooling fucking block on top of the CPU is LEDs in it. Like, the motherboard has some LED, the lights have LEDs. Like, they just started putting LEDs in everything. So I guess they weren't wrong. I guess they weren't wrong when it came to modern futuristic technology. That futuristic technology was gonna look like neon, because it was gonna have a bunch of fucking LEDs in it. Like, it was all gonna be glowing like this. You have a nice bottle of water. Oh, Zern, I got you. Wait, hold on. That's not it. Where is it? Here you go, Zern. And you did jump scare me with your Amazon Prime thing, by the way. Because I never turn down, I have to, like, go somewhere to turn down that setting, like on a website, and I'm just like, ugh. So the audio is always super loud unless I turn down my TV and stuff really low. So behind me, I get like the subscription notification going like behind me all the time. Oh, homie, look to it. Yeah, because it's like wood. I don't think wood's ever gonna go out of style. I think it's part of being human. You know what I mean? That's like saying campfires are gonna go out of style. Like, you might not have do campfires. You might not even, who knows, with these new kids, they may have never even been to a campfire in their whole life. But if someone sets up a campfire and then they put some little stumps around it for people to sit on, and they, you know, give them some sticks and a little bit of food, it's just a nice thing to do. You can't go wrong. Like, it's part of being human to like wood grain and to like campfires and to like the smell of wood smoke. And I don't know, it's like we've evolved to like those things. Because I don't know, like if you're seeing wood grain, it means it's been constructed. It's more stable, more secure. That's what that meant historically, right? I have a feeling that's just a thing humanity is just going to be cool with. The same way blood red is normally a scary color. You know, it doesn't frighten people, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, what color are we going to pick for scary? And they're like, ooh, blood red, yeah. It's just part of our instincts because we're human and our blood is red, and so that you don't typically see that color unless there's pain or death or injury in some way. At the very least, injury. But then the pink color is like seen as a more like feminine kind of color, and then one like, and I wonder why that is. Think about all the associations with pink that an older human would encounter, right? And it's like, I wonder why that's a color associated with that. Oh, you put the front. It doesn't work. I wish it did work. Zern, I can do it manually. I did it manually for you. We have identified all of the most valuable minerals in space, but never have we found wood. The universe scale of wood is rarer than gold and diamonds. That's true. I didn't think about that. Yep. Life is rare. So all of life's colors are definitely rarer than diamond. I mean, there's whole planets made of diamond, aren't there? Like, where like it rains diamonds. I mean, it's not like the planet is a solid diamond or anything, but like where it like rains diamonds and things like that. Looked at the Legacy of Kain. Last one from Defiance is getting a remastered version, I hope. Yeah, we watched the trailer for that yesterday, Soren. I think the collector's edition comes with like a demo for an unfinished game that they spruced up a little bit, it said. It's like I had to get up, stop laying on my ass on the sofa trying to type with one hand just to put in your frustrated. All right. We basically, because the stream started so late today, there was basically no, and I got distracted by looking at that Castlevania trailer because I'm planning on buying well, you know what? That's something I should have looked up too. Because of I want to buy those Castlevania collections, but I'm just waiting for like a hard, big sale on them. All right, let's see. Where are the Castlevania? I'm looking at other sales too. But just because it's cheap doesn't mean I'm gonna buy it. I've had this wish listed since 2013, and it's been $1 about 100 times, and I still haven't bought it. Because I needed to have like two things happening: that I want to play it soon, and it's super ridiculously cheap, and I feel like I can spend the money. This colony ship game, every time, like, I really want to get this at some point. It's going to sell a whole bunch. I've shown you guys this, right? Like, this is a cool setting for a video game. Like, it's a generational colony ship that was on its way to Proxima Centauri or whatever, and then like something happened. There was some sort of breakdown or something, and some kind of revolt or something like that, and so people were waking up from stasis now, and it's been generations since then, and they don't even know if their ship is still heading to the right place or if it's gotten there or whatever. They're just trying to live their like post-apocalyptic kind of cyberpunky life on a spaceship, a generational spaceship. Kind of a neat setting. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's around here somewhere. Oh, Capcom games must be having a sale. Look. We got Monster Hunter Rise. Ami. Here we go. Yeah, so they're doing a sale, but once again, the newest one, I think is, I'm waiting for it to, for all of them to be super cheap. See, like the newest one is only 30% off. And so I haven't gotten them, but like what I'm waiting for is for them to all be much higher percentage off, and then get the, there we go, the bundle, which will make them even cheaper. Which, if you think about it, that's still not that bad of a price. It's $31 for like how many games are you getting in this? Each one has a bunch. Like Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Era of Sorrow, Castlevania Dracula X. So that, you know, this one has those 4 games in it. All of them are like a bundle of the games. Dawn of Sorrow? What? Portrait of Ruin, Order of, I don't even know, Haunted Castle. Is this the first game on the arcade? Redesigned version of the very first Castlevania. Yeah, that's what I thought. You get the arcade game. Where's the arcade? Show me the arcade game. Show me a screenshot. Oh, there it is. That's the picture of the arcade game, I believe. And this is like an upgraded graphical version of it. So I guess you can switch back and forth. Like you can play it with the original graphics, or you can play it with the modern graphics. Why are those screenshots not next to each other? But yeah, I'm waiting for that whole collection to be super discounted, and then I'll, well, the collection of the 3 collections to be discounted, so that I'm like, maybe so that it's $20 total. I think that's what I'm going for. Genetics. You're gonna play? I don't even know what that is. I can look it up. Oh my gosh. It must be one of those popular games. You gotta be careful when you're typing in stuff. One of the reasons I don't share my screen so often is because these websites, they be shady. Like when I click on this, I've never looked for any of these games. I think I may have looked for the first High on Life game like 100 years ago, but I'm not looking for these games, but they're there. I mean, they got the recently viewed stuff down here, but like this popular searches. So Mugenetics is something that's popular right now. Let me in case you're trolling me, let me close that. Make sure it's not okay. Yeah, this doesn't look like a game that's gonna be like that, because you got to be careful on Steam. I have my Steam set up to so that I'm an adult. So when I scroll through Steam, it has adult stuff there sometimes, so I don't want to stream that. What the hell? How dare you mistreat this poor kitty cat? Wait, did the kitty cat eat the kitty cat? I don't know, man. This is kind of bad. Oh my lord. Why? What? Why? What is this? The cat is they're humping the rockets. What the fuck? Why is there so much humping going on? They breed and mutate in its turn-based like Final Fantasy Tactics. And there's a lot of that breeding bit. This is a pretty awesome trailer. I haven't even watched it. All I know is like I'm loving whoever these people are who they hired to like whoever this guy is and this fucking Beavis and Butthead like art style. Well, I should say that era's art style. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? That's horrific.
Mugenics coming to Steam February 10th, 2026. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Binding of Isaac. I've never played Binding of Isaac, but I recognize the art style. Yeah, that does remind me of Binding of Isaac. So that means it's going to be hard, right? Because isn't Binding of Isaac like a hard game too? The stages are a little small, unfortunately. Like when you said Final Fantasy Tactics, the first thing I thought of, I know you basically it's a tactics game, right? But the first thing I thought of is actually I could just type in Final Fantasy Tactics nowadays. Yeah, so I was thinking more like this is only one view, you can rotate the camera. But this is like the first stage in the game. But there's much more to it, right? There's elevation things like that you can jump on and whatnot. Yeah, this is the first stage in the game, and this is another view. This is the front part of that stage that was over here. I have Final Fantasy Tactics, by the way, guys, the new one with the voice acting that they added, so I'm definitely going to be playing that. So I have the voice acted version of Final Fantasy Tactics, so I will be playing Final Fantasy Tactics at some point. I'm just wrapped up in a bunch of video games right now. Why is it just buffering forever? I wanted to look at the... But yeah. It's just gonna buffer forever. There's one of the smaller stages. It looks smaller than it is, though. And once again, you got all these different elevations and things. Yeah, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy Tactics quite a bit back in the day. Belmont's curse is the color palette they made him be in. I don't know what that means. The cats can only be used once they retire and breed. What? Oh, the curse is his color palettes. That's funny. That's funny. Now I'm just distracted by game stuff. So I guess High on Life 2 just came out. Oh yeah, look at that. February 13th it just came out. I never even finished High on Life 1. We were playing it on Xbox Games Pass. Dino Crisis 2. So they added Dino Crisis and Dino Crisis 2. That's why everyone's searching that, is because these two games, I can't screen share. They have like an adult game here. There we go. Now I can screen share. They just added, I was wondering why everyone was, how is this a high selling game right now? It's because it was just recently added to, Steam. So I'll wishlist these two games because I've never played the Dino Crisis series. Like, why is not Dino Crisis 2 listed here for Dino Crisis 1? All right, hold on. Gotta find this. Yeah, I've never played the Dino Crisis series. I know it's basically Resident Evil with dinosaurs, right? Interesting that they're putting these on Steam though. Maybe they're finally listening and making a Dino Crisis game that people have been begging for. The last cat in the universe? Sure, I'll look at it. Since we're doing that right now. Well, I'm gonna do movie night very soon though. Last cat in the universe. Wasn't there something else you wanted me to look at a while back ago? And I think I forgot about it though.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh gosh, I gotta check my Steam gifts. Did you give me this cat tactics game? Hold on, I don't even know how to check that, Zern. Shouldn't it have been a pop-up that it told me? Maybe if I hit the sign in button. Friends? Notifications. I don't see anything. Oh, you just gifted me both the Dino Crisis games? Wait, I just wishlisted them though. How does that even... Wait.
1, 2, 3.
Account details? View my profile? That's not it. Jeez, I played a lot of Kenshi. 682 hours of Kenshi. They're making a Kenshi too. Games. All right, let's see games. My most played game is Warframe. How do I don't know how to do these things. I don't. Oh, this work? The yeah, I got a message from you now that I'm online with it. I thought there was supposed to be like, okay, you know what? Let me just close Steam and then reopen it and I get some kind of notification.
One, two, three, four.
Shouldn't it be like here? Unread chat. That's the message you sent me. Guess I gotta Google how to check. Why is this so complicated? I could have swore I remembered if someone gifts you something or you give someone something, it just gives them a notification. Apparently it doesn't do that anymore. So now you have to apparently go to Steam, hover over your username. It says something about inventory. I don't have an inventory. I don't see that. I don't see an option for an inventory. Oh, here it is. Inventory. All right. I got a Noah Neo Complete Edition booster pack. Now that I'm here, check more for on the top right. Okay, more. View gift history. Ah, and then look. Why did I have to do all that? Holy shit. Dude, that was complicated as hell. Why didn't it just tell me? Oh my god. Okay, so if you want to do it, first you have to hover over your name. So first you have to hover over your name up here, right? And then once you hover over your name, you have to click on inventory. And then once you're in your inventory, you have a list of all the things in your inventory, right? And it still doesn't show your gift. Then, oh wait, pending gifts right here. I was about to say, then you have to, it said you have to get more, but no, it said pending gifts right here. Why didn't it notify me? That's so weird. All right, well, thank you. I don't know, an error occurred. Unable to gift to your gift may have been already redeemed. Maybe I've already redeemed it. More gift history. Okay, I guess it says the gift is already redeemed. So what if I go to my library then and I go Dino? No, they're not there. Maybe that's why I didn't get a proper notification, because it's not working. Okay, Soren, I'm trying to take care of this because he just spent money. But I'll look at that stuff. I don't think it's working, by the way. Inventory. 2 gifts pending. Like, I'm gonna restart Steam. Maybe if I restart Steam. See, I go to accept gift. Unable to gift to your library. The gift has already been redeemed. Please try. How does that even work? How is it already redeemed? That doesn't make sense. So let me go ahead and shut down Steam. Back on. I have never experienced any of this. I have gifted people games and been gifted games, and I have never experienced any issue. Always just, you get a pop-up when someone gifts you something, you click on it, and then you got it. Oh wait, I restarted Steam. Yeah, I guess Steam was glitched out. I restarted Steam, and the very first thing that happened when I restarted it is immediately the pop-up happened. And suddenly I can accept them. I got no idea what was going on. I guess it was just a glitch in the system or something. Maybe Steam had to update or something. I don't know. I didn't see it update. But thank you very much. Let me put Dino Crisis on my list here. I'll put it higher on the list here. Okay. I don't even know. It might already be on the list. Desktop game. Games to play. All right. Here. Control F. All right. There we go. Control F. Dino. No, Dino Crisis is not on my games to play yet. Look at this massive list of games here. I got some of them are in alphabetical order because I started putting them in alphabetical order. So we got, all right, look, we got Final Fantasy Tactics, and that's right. Let's put I need to put like the ones that I'm planning on playing soon up here as well. What was I've already started the Blood Omen /legacy. So we can put these up here, so these are more. I'm probably gonna play. Oh, actually, it'd be less. I would probably want to play these before that, but maybe I can play the black. I don't know though, because this is probably a short game since these are Resident Evil style games. So I can probably just knock out those games like really quickly. Like the Mother series. I think the Mother series I want to wait until I can read Japanese fully. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not working. The emotes are just really... That's why I don't really do that stuff as much, because they just don't work properly. The Omicron Nomad Soul, I was going to be playing that soon. I even made a thumbnail, but I just couldn't get it to work properly on my computer. Actually, I should put this above that, right? I just put it in the D area, but really, if I'm going alphabetical, I should put it up there. All right, let's look up the yeah, that seems like a bit of a hassle, Zern. Oh wait, what's the name of the game? Date is Soren was okay. I hope you can do the Think Last Cat universe as it promised, because I think maybe it's one of those games with a hidden story that the trailer won't show. All right, so let's look at the trailer for that. I got distracted because monies was involved. Let me let you guys know once again, I've brought this up many times in the past whenever I bring up my wish list. Just because something's in my wish list does not mean I want you to buy it for me. Keep in mind that, like, if you buy something for me, there's a chance I never play it. I do want to play the Dino Crisis though. Like this Underrail and this Call of Cthulhu, I might never touch these games, right? I put things in my wish list for various reasons. Like for instance, what's that one game that's in my wish list? Starfield. Starfield is in my wish list. I do not want if I do not want that game. I do not want to play that game. But it's in my wish list. It's in my wish list because I want to watch it. I'm just keeping track of it. And then there's other things that are in my wish list, but I don't know when I would play them. Like this Heartworm, I don't remember why I put it in there, and I don't know when I'd play them. I do eventually one day want to play the Dead Space games, and so the Dead Space games are in my wish list, but like I might never end up playing them. I got a big backlog, right? Oh wow, it's discounted all the way to $23. The same like this, like the Stargate role-playing game. It's in my backlog. I'm not even my backlog. It's in my wish list, but I'm probably never gonna play it. And look, I can add it for free, and I still haven't clicked add. Look, all I have to do is click add. I haven't done it. So my wish list isn't necessarily like, oh, hey, these are the games you should buy. You remember the Devil May Cry like thing? Let's pull that up. Let's see if they have the actual Devil May Cry franchise. They're doing the franchise thing. Oh my gosh. They haven't done this in forever. So this is all the Devil May Cry games. Super discounted. Look. $20 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, right? This is what I'm talking about when I was talking about those big things. Where are other examples? Like here, this is on my wish list, but I already own this on the Nintendo Switch, so I'm most likely never gonna play it on the thing. So just because you see like this, I already own Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 on my Nintendo Switch. So just because something's on my wish list doesn't necessarily mean you should buy it for me, guys. That's one of the reasons why I keep that information on Steam, at least, private. You can't look at all that, all this stuff, because I feel like it might give people a false idea of things, and then I start getting all these gifts for games I might not play. But the Dino Crisis thing is a game I'm gonna play. It seems like it's an easy game to play, and it's a game I've always kind of wanted to play because I'm playing a lot of older games again. Where more examples of stuff like this. In fact, I really should just remove this. I have no interest in like looking at anything related to that anymore. This I'm not like, if I had this, I'd probably never turn it on. This I don't even, you can get this game for free, so I would prefer the free version. The free version I think is better than the Steam version. So I wouldn't want to, you know what I mean? Like, there's lots of that kind of stuff in there. The Big Kitty Little City, I already own this on Nintendo Switch. So a lot of these things are, be careful if you, whenever I pull up my wish list, be careful when gifting me things, because there's a chance that I would never touch it. Replaced has a demo, guys. Replaced has a demo. I am probably going to play the demo off stream and just upload it as a video. Replaced has a freaking demo, everybody. March 12th. I'm gonna be playing Replaced on March 12th. Normally I don't play a lot of games the day they come out. But this is gonna be one of the games I play when it comes out. Freaking the 12th, baby. Anyways, it's getting late for movie night, so I'm gonna head in the Discord for movie night, guys. If you guys are wanting to play the Replaced demo, it's here. It comes out in a couple of months. I guess a month now, technically. So yeah, this is the game I'm most excited about this year as far as new games. This has been my most anticipated game for like the last 3 years. It's ridiculous. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys the next time I stream. Yeah, I don't know why the anime WoW stuff isn't working there. You can watch The Last Cat. Oh yeah, The Last Cat in the Universe. I should watch that before I go. Universe. Not showing up, and like I said, I'm worried about adult content popping up in there. So let's see. Last Cat, and there we go. All right, we'll watch the trailer for this, and then I'm gonna head in the Discord for movie night. Instructions: grant full control. Take care of her. Use whatever resources you need. Aw, look at the kitty. Try to improve your systems whenever you can. Upgrade. This looks like a mobile game with the, I feel like I played a mobile game 20 years ago that had that kind of mechanic. I wonder what you're doing when you're doing that kind of weird mining. The only gameplay it showed was the was that. I don't understand what that gameplay is. Like, it looks like maybe there's stairs there? No, that's not what that is. It's just, you're just breaking blocks? I'd have to see more of the game, or it'd have to be comically cheap. See, once again, this is a mistake that the developers make, unless this is all the skills. Who knows? I feel like you should have showed all the skills, not just the like 3 skills at the very beginning. A focused experience. The game can be played in 1 or 2 sittings, 2 or 3 hours. So it's probably going to be a pretty cheap game. But I'll keep an eye on it and look at it and see what's going on. That's the main reason I wishlist something, by the way, guys, is to keep an eye on it. I'm not necessarily going to play it or buy it. Sometimes I wishlist things just because I mean to research them, and then I forget that I'm meant to research it. All right. Anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys. Download Chronos, the new Dawn demo. I'll look it up. Dawn. Oh yeah, I've seen. I saw a gameplay of that. That probably can't really run on my computer very well. I have a really old computer. A lot of these bigger budget, nice looking games, I just kind of like write off as not even a possibility. Like, especially because like I need to do more than meet the minimum requirements, because I also have to stream the game while meeting the minimum requirements too. And computers are getting more and more expensive too, unfortunately. Yeah, the minimum, I have the minimum graphics card. The recommended is like 380, and I have the minimum. Oh gosh, this allows for, the recommended allows for 1080p gameplay. Oh no. Like, what do I have to play it at 720p with a 1080? But yeah, anyways, that's gonna have to be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. That's one of the reasons I'm playing a lot of older games too, Zern, is that a lot of newer games are lame. They're too expensive. I would need to upgrade my computer or buy a new console. And if you buy it on console, it's too damn expensive on the console too. And I have a big backlog of old games anyway, so might as well play those older games that yeah, and then some new games here and there, right? But anyways, you guys have a nice night. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel, right? Be there, be square, and take care of yourselves, and have a nice night, everyone. I'm heading to Discord for movie night because it's already getting pretty late for the movie night. The movie night's gonna run kind of long now, but I'm gonna head in there. And oh, let me close this. I gotta close this. So you guys, thank you, and thank you again very much, Zern, for the wish list, watch list of games and watch. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing. Like, I might not necessarily want to buy it. But thanks very much for the Dino Crisis games. Those are, I moved them higher up in my priority of games to play simply now because I own it. But remember, I do also own a lot of other games I intend on playing. Like I already own Final Fantasy Tactics. But Dino Crisis is interesting though, because I'm pretty sure like they're short games. I think they're like Resident Evil 1 and 2 style games, so they're only a few hours. Like Dino Crisis, how long to beat? So that means I can squeeze it in there. Yeah, main story 6 to 5 hours, main story plus side 7 to 10 hours, completionist 10 hours, 7 to 8 hours, completionist 10 hours. So yeah, and yeah, I can play that not too hard. I can squeeze that in. It's like, oh, I need a break from this game. I've been playing this game too much type of thing, and then it's just stream that for 1 or 2 days. Well, probably 2 or 3, because I play games slowly. I'm never in a rush. But it's interesting that they're releasing the Dino Crisis on Steam now after this many years. That kind of maybe implies that maybe Capcom is looking for the interest in Dino Crisis, and maybe they are thinking about making a new Dino Crisis game because people have been asking for it for a while. But anyways, I've already said all the buys and all that stuff, so I'm heading to Discord for movie night because it is getting pretty late, and so I should start up the SG1 episode. See you guys later. Bye. Take care. Thank you again, Zern.